Are you combing your hair or brushing your hair improperly and causing thinning and breakage? Let's talk about it. Okay guys, so thank you for tuning in, and I know a lot of you probably thinking, what? Are we talking about combing and brushing our hair? Well, yes, because I see a lot of people do this all the time. As a former licensed hairstylist, decades ago, I was going to say dinosaurs years ago, but decades and decades ago, a licensed hairstylist here. I've always seen people comb and brush their hair improperly. So today we're going to take just a little time out to demonstrate the proper way to comb your hair. Now, this channel is primarily about alopecia, living with alopecia, and wigs and scalp and hair care, but you can also comb your wig or your cranial prosthesis improperly as well. So if you still have hair and it's thinning or shedding, or if you just have a beautiful head full of thick luscious hair, this video is still for you, because you may be combing your hair improperly too. Wow, that rhymed. All right, so let's get started. So I have a few scenarios here, and this is a unit that is actually tangled from, it had a previous roller set. So we're going to use this first because this is going to be a very good example of getting some tangles out of your hair. Let's just pretend for a second. So we're going to go here up at the hairline, and we're just going to start pulling out the tangles, So whether this is your unit, your prosthesis, your cranial prosthesis, your wig, or your biological hair, let's go. All right, so we're gonna once again start with this, and we're gonna do it the proper way. So the proper way, first and foremost, we would never, ever just comb hair with a rat tail comb at all. So we're not gonna even do this because we don't do this. Rat tail combs are for roller sets, making a part, controlling the hair. You know, we're just mainly controlling the hair and getting our parting straight and everything. We may have like maybe a little tangle on the end, but we're not really combing our hair thoroughly with a rat tail comb. So we're gonna put that down altogether, okay? All right, so if the hair is wet, we are going in with our wide tooth comb, and we're going to start at the ends of the hair, because a lot of times the hair is wet and tangled in most cases. It's usually typically easy to comb wet hair if you've already freshly conditioned it. It's really soft, but again, the hair is at its weakest state. One of its weakest states is when it's wet. And if you have coarse, dry hair, and your hair is dry, it hasn't been shampooed or anything, that is another hair type or hair condition where it is at its weakest state, and you don't want to just go in forcefully with a brush or a comb and just start snatching on your tresses. Never use a brush on wet hair. That is bad. You will cause breakage all throughout the hair shaft, and you can actually see it because you can see like stray hairs. And a lot of times people want to get like a wax stick and lay the hair down, but it comes from a lot of rough combing and brushing. And we're going to work our way up the hair shaft all the way up until you get to the scalp area, and then come down and your tangles are out. You are brushing your hair. You want to brush your hairline with a very soft brush, not anything hard with a really prickly bristles or anything. And we're going to start at the hairline, but we're going to be pretending that this is a really soft brush, not a prickly brush. And we're going to softly brush the hair at the hairline. We're not going to just come in. We're going to hold the hair taut. Use some hair products if you're planning to lay the hair down because you're going to put it in a ponytail or something. You want a flat style. So these quick little tips will help your units last a lot longer. So if you enjoy real conversations about hair, wigs, and confidence, subscribe to The Real Hair Talk.